So here we are in our slideshow with the title slide right here, and this video is going to show you how to do timings. We want this slideshow to play as a slideshow, and we want to make sure the audience sees it and is able to really look at it and understand what's happening with it. So in order to do that, we have to put timings on each slide. Let's take a look at these slides for a second. National Parks is the first title slide with our national treasures. Not much there to read, but it takes a couple of seconds. Our next slide is the one about the Grand Canyon. And you can see I filled in a little bit of information about the Grand Canyon down here. And I'm actually going to put in a text box, insert text box up here, and I'm going to put Grand Canyon. So now the audience has to, I'm going to move this a little bit so that it's in the center. And I got to spell canyon correctly. And so now the audience needs to look at the title. In fact, we know how to make things a little bit bigger. So let's just make this a little bigger. And we can maneuver the slide a little bit. And this is also in a text box. We can move that down. And we could actually center it. I'm going to move it down a little more. So the audience is going to look at this. Not much to look at here, but here they're going to read Grand Canyon. They get a chance to look at the picture. And there's one piece of information about where it's located. Let's take a look at the next slide. And again, I could put Niagara Falls up here, but there's a lot more to read here. So it's going to take them a little longer to read about the Niagara Falls. So this slide will have to be on the screen longer. Let's take a look at the last slide. Well, this is sort of in the middle. There's more than the title page, but there's less than some of the other two slides. Actually, it's maybe the third or fourth slide long. So let's take a look and see how we're going to make it so that everybody can read it. What we're going to do is we're going to start in the first slide, and we're going to go up to slideshow, and we're going to go to rehearse. Now notice it goes blank, and the clock begins to start saying current slide and total. Each time you're going to look at this, you're going to start to read it to yourself. And it says National Parks, our national treasure. And now I'm going to touch the space bar. That will switch it to this particular slide, and the audience is going to need a chance to read it. And then I'm going to hit the space bar again. This one is a long slide. You've got to look at the picture, got to give them a chance. You're going to read it to yourself so that you can get some kind of American and horseshoe photo. And then when you think you're finished reading it and you've gotten a chance to absorb the picture, you click the space bar. And here's the last slide. Bryce Canyon is located in the state of Utah. Its main geographic are the many hoodoos. I'm going to click stop. And finally, Yellowstone is the home of Geyser Old Faithful. And another slide. So another space bar. So now it stopped. And it says the total time of the slideshow was 53 seconds. Do you want to save these slide timings? The answer is almost always yes. And now let's take a look at our slide sorter. I'm in View Slide Sorter, not in Normal. View Slide Sorter. So not only do we have the icons that show us the transitions with a little page and the arrow, but we have timings. So here we have 16 seconds, 9 seconds, 15 seconds, 6 seconds, and 6 seconds again. Well, that's not correct because I was talking while this first slide was on, and this slide has less information than any other slide. So what we should probably do is we should probably open this slide and then see if we can change the transitions, change the timing so that we can set it up so it's going to actually work for us. And we're going to do that in the next slide. In the next video.